Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cox Connections. Brad Grundmeyer, Director of Public and Government Affairs for Cox, Louisiana. Thank you so much for tuning into our show. You know, always happens, it seems like in the month of August, for 48 hours, sleepless cycle where over 500 New Orleanians will get together to write, edit, produce, shoot, deliver, of course, on a filmed short that will be a part of what is called the 48-hour film project. And to talk about that, as well as what is really happening in a burgeoning film industry here in the South Coast, if you will, the Third Coast. Happy to be joined by Alexander Garcia, who is a producer for 48 Hour Film Fest. Alexander, welcome to the show, buddy.
Thank you very much.
And Bill Rainey, who's also a production director. Good to see you, Bill. And
Okay.
can I say, a former employee of Cox, may I say. Good to see
Yes,
you, Bill.
sure
How
am.
have you guys doing? Okay?
Doing well. Thank you very much.
I was just talking, Bill, that the film industry really is just, just growing and growing and growing, probably more than all of us combined could imagine.
Oh, God, yeah. There's more people moving here from Los Angeles and New York. Every time somebody new, they talking to them and they tell me they just moved here.
Yeah, and we'll talk a little bit towards the end because I want to talk about something that you're doing specifically. But I know for yourself, been involved in some extras and doing some acting in some major productions. Come on, feel free to bag real quick. You've done quite a bit.
106 movies I've been in 3 years, which is pretty unusual.
It's crazy.
But it's been fun. I'm just, retired from Cox, and I'm not retired, believe me.
No, not at all. And you've done some great work. We'll tell everybody about what is called the Holding Tent, Louisiana, just a little bit. So, Alexander, so really, over 500, and it continues to grow. It's been around now for 6 years. People basically 48 hours, right? Produce, edit, direct, everything to get this piece done. Submit and go to sleep, I guess, eventually. But tell me about what people need to do and what has happened in the past.
So, like as you said, last year over 500 people participated.
That's
this year
crazy.
we're looking at close to 600 people.
Wow.
In this year's 48-hour film project. And so basically what happens is, going through it, I did teams for about 3 years before actually producing the event. And it just becomes a thing where you get a group of people together and you say, you know what, I think I want to do this. It sounds like fun. Then on Friday, 7 o'clock, you're getting your prop, your line, your character. These are timestamps to let us know that you're not, writing the film 2 weeks beforehand.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So then you start, and basically you have 48 hours to make a finished film, and it is crazy and sleepless. It's a lot of fun. You learn a lot about people you work with.
Right.
You learn a lot about people that you won't be working with.
Right. People and their moods and what they bring to things or not bring to things, yeah?
Definitely. But then the very end of it, you end up with a finished film. And you have this thing that you can show people. And what we like to promote is basically you're going from dream to screen in 48 hours.
Yeah.
So in 48 hours, you have
Well
a concept, and then all of a sudden you have something you can screen, which we'll be doing on the 16th over at Britannia. So they'll get to see their films in a movie theater. Basically, it's The Dark Knight, followed by your screenings.
All those screenings. And what really is impressive to me, this is the New Orleans version, which is in its 6th year, but this has been going around for 11 years worldwide. And a matter of fact, what was it, over 50,000 participants in 120 cities? That's crazy. Now, not all this weekend, coming up on the 10th and 12th. This has happened in different areas of the world at certain times, but this is New Orleans time. But wow, 120 cities.
It's crazy. And this year, I think Cape Town, South Africa is a new city. I'm on Jordan. We're going in 6 continents now. Basically, if there was a city in Antarctica that would do the 48-hour film project, I'm sure they would try to do it.
We would, so we could have every continent, I'm sure, joined in with that. They definitely, for sure.
Right.
And you said South Africa, Cape Town. I'm on Jordan. Fantastic. And does it happen year-round, or is there a window like from April to September, or what?
Basically, that is the window.
Oh, is it? Okay.
April,
Good guess.
Late March, early April is when the first cities will start their competitions. We'll go all the way to pretty much the end of September. And then the winner of each film will go to what is called Filmapalooza. And Filmapalooza is like the best of every city of the 48-hour film project.
Awesome.
10 to 15 of those films are actually chosen to screen at Cannes. Also, the National Association of Broadcasters Convention in Las Vegas, which is a pretty big deal. So you have the opportunity to go from this very small competition to worldwide exposure as a filmmaker.
So if I'm watching this right now, how do I get started?
Well, the best thing to do right now, go to 48hourfilm.com, get on the waiting list. Right now we have so many teams, we actually have a waiting list where teams would have to drop out.
And teams consist of what? X number two? Is there a threshold?
Basically, you know, you could have 2 people on a team, just you and someone else holding a camera going back and forth.
Yeah.
You could have 26 people on a team.
okay.
The team that won last year had a crew of, I think, 26 or 27. It was pretty large.
And the nice part about it, everybody, it culminates with the screening at the Britannia Theater on August 16th.
That's
Not
the
too
big
shabby,
show.
to your point. Dark Knight, boom.
It's our Hollywood South premiere,
Your
basically.
heart, sweat, and tears right there, you know, following that. And let's give everybody some information. If you're interested, the website you can go to, it's www.48hourfilm.com, and then you go /en/New Orleans, as well as you can go to what we're getting ready to talk to Bill about, which is the holdingtentlouisiana.com. Tell me about that, Bill. Where did that idea come from? And basically, it's truly that, a holding tent for all those who want to be extras in television, at least television or films that's happening in this area.
Well, the holding tent is where we extras sit when we're waiting to be called to set.
That's so true.
And like I said, 3.5 years ago, I retired from Cox, and I decided to get into this, and I was just totally confused. Didn't know what to do, where to go. And then
you found your way.
Yeah, well, what I did was I really got into it, and I started helping people, giving them all the sites to go to, what they should do. And then Jennifer Caliglia and I started this page in August of last year. And Jennifer wrote a whole list of documents, about 10 or 13 documents, and just telling every question that a person could possibly ask is answered there. You know,
Nice.
I had some input in that, but and what's great about it is on the page, not only can they find this information, but they can also find work. We've gained the credibility that all the casting directors in the state of Louisiana are posting on the page.
Beautiful.
So everything is there for you.
And again, it's the website, theholdingtentlouisiana.com, as well
Right.
as you can go to Facebook and join your Facebook group as well, which is great. But again, you have to join that. It's a great way to learn more. But the website has everything as you need, as you said.
Well, in essence, the website just is like a link to the Facebook page.
Sure.
But it has our mission. It explains why we created the page and what the page is about, the kind of people that are in the group. And this was mainly directed for the casting people to see it, just to give us more credibility.
If someone is interested, real quick, to get into the film industry, outside of the holding tent as far as for extras, what do they do? Or is there a place you recommend they go to?
Well, I would recommend going to the holding tent because Brad Pitt, Bruce Willis, even John Wayne started as an extra.
Yep.
And it says what the holding tent is extras, stand-ins, photo doubles, and people aspiring to get principal roles. When you're an extra, you're on set, and it gives you the opportunity to network with people and just see what's done, and then you get into your acting classes if you decide you want to pursue that. Or if it's just something that you want to do just to pass the time. It's a great job for college students, too.
Oh, very well.
Because they can study while they're on set.
Bill, your favorite actor that you worked with?
My favorite actor that I worked
actors?
with.
Come on, huh? Can't think of one, okay.
Nah, that's tough. I would
That's
have to
tough.
say Will Ferrell right now because of this great.
Were you in the campaign?
Yes, I was.
Oh, my goodness.
I was at
What was your
Commander's,
role so we can look for you real quick?
Commander's Palace. I'm sitting right next to his wife. I'm on the right-hand side of his wife.
That's crazy. Thanks so much, Alexander. Again, more information about the 48-Hour Film Fest and everything go to 48-Hour Film, not Film Fest, 48hourfilm.com/en/New Orleans for really this crazy weekend coming up. Get your sleep now, August 10th through the 12th, and again, the screening at the Britannia Theater on August 16th. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming. Bill, we'll
Thanks
be
for
seeing
having
you
us.
on the big
Thank you
screen.
very much.
Same for you as well, Alexander, and good luck for yourself and all that you're doing to make the 48-hour film activity a great one for all of New Orleans.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, everybody, that wraps up this segment of Cox Connections. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.